You're not gonna believe this. Is absolutely crazy. I'm freaking out right now. I was talking to Marcellus and Bernardo, and they told me that there was this ghost thing that came at night on their night shift, and I had no idea what they were talking about. Didn't believe them. I was like, blah. But they got me to come, and so I came to their night shift, and then we were talking about, and they were telling me, oh yeah, this ghost is gonna come, and I was like, nah. And then it came, and it was. I freaked out. I tried to get it to talk. It looked exactly like old Hamlet, my noble king. It looked exactly like him when he was all dressed up in his armor, ready to fight in Norway in his valiant battle. And it made me remember how he was in life. And but then it went away because Marcellus and Bernardo, they were trying to like poke at it. And but then I I just it bodes something's up with our state. I think something's up with Denmark here. But then it came back while we were talking about it, and I tried to get it to talk again, but then the rooster crowed, and then it was out. But I gotta tell this to Hamlet. I've got to tell Hamlet. We need to tell Hamlet that something we look exactly like his dad. Me and the guys came and we told Hamlet about the ghost, and he looked like he was having a hard time with his dad's death. He asked me about Wittenberg, and I told him, of course, I came for his dad's funeral, and he was kind of bitter about the wedding and everything. And he said that he was seeing his dad in his mind, and I thought that maybe he saw the ghost too, but so I didn't really know how to tell him about it. But he was his interest was just like piqued once I did. So we had to tell him about it. I told him, I think we saw your dad, Hamlet, and he just grilled us just to make sure. But it looked exactly like him, and so he's gonna join us for the watch. He says he's gonna try and speak to it, so we're gonna see what happens. So I'm just gonna pretend, because Horatio's not in scene 3, that I'm like some spectator or something, or like maybe I'm like scrubbing the dishes, or I just happen to hear about it, because I'm not entirely sure what to do. Anyhow, so I kind of just happened to overhear this conversation between Ophelia and her family members, and the Laertes and Polonius and all. It was really kind of interesting. I don't know what to make of it, but anyhow, Laertes doesn't think they were talking about. He was saying goodbye to Ophelia, and they were talking about, I think maybe Ophelia and Hamlet are in love, maybe. And Laertes said, "No, don't trust Hamlet." And then they said goodbye, and Polonius, Laertes' dad, he gave some advice to Laertes about life and all. And then Laertes, he was off, and Polonius also warned Ophelia to stay away from Hamlet. So I don't know what's going on there. I wasn't exactly very present. I just happened to catch it in passing. But yeah, Polonius and both Polonius and Laertes, Mr. Polonius, they don't want Ophelia to be with Hamlet. Whatever that means, I wouldn't know, because I wasn't really there. Me and Hamlet and Marcellus, we were just out here doing the watch again. We were going to look for the ghost like we planned, and we heard, well, first it was really interesting. Hamlet told us about, his uncle's habits of drunkenness in the middle of the night, which was really weird. And then the ghost came, and it beckoned to Hamlet, and we were like, "No, Hamlet, don't go, man, don't go." But the ghost kept on beckoning, and Hamlet, he was so taken. He was just talking all about how it looked exactly like his dad, and how it was beckoning to him, and we couldn't stop him. Marcellus thinks that something horrible's up with Denmark, something rotten. I don't know. So we're following Hamlet now. We don't know what's going on exactly. He shouldn't have gone. We tried to stop him, but so we were chasing after Hamlet, and we caught up to him, and he was all very different. He was all excited, and everything he said, wondrous things was happening. And he told us there's a villain in Denmark, a bad thing happened in Denmark. And I told him, I told you that man earlier, a long time ago. We all know that. And he swore us to secrecy. He was very, very peculiar, as if he had some wondrous revelation from this ghost. And he said it's a good spirit. So I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, he made us swear by his sword, um, to not ever talk about this, and the ghost was speaking out of the ground, and so we did, and then we swear it again, and Hamlet doesn't want us to say anything about this, so we're gonna have to keep our lips quiet now. But something's up here. Something's up.